So, on a happier note, we also congratulate ourselves as the Republic of Uganda for qualifying the highest number of athletes since 1972 for both Olympics and Paralympic Games. This is unprecedented. We thank ourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, under normal circumstances, we would have allowed the athletes to proceed with their training uninterrupted. And we would only wait for the opportune moment for you to be flagged off by the head of state, both the athletes, the coaches, and the officials. But you will realize that the world is operating under a very, very abnormal circumstance. You will also realize that we got affected as Team Uganda, arising from our first contingent that traveled ahead of time, comprising of 9 coaches, athletes, and the team leader. So I am here with members of the National Organizing Committee. A number of them have spoken on behalf of the government of the Republic of Uganda to deliver to the athletes, to deliver to the coaches, to deliver to the officials in the camp the message of the government of the Republic of Uganda in as far as our preparations are concerned under the circumstances. We had to seek for special permission. You are aware that the country is under a lockdown for 42 days. But we are here in Kapchorwa. That shows you how government of Uganda takes matters of Olympic and Paralympic Games to be very, very important. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, in your respective capacities. First of all, we are here to prepare you, the athletes.
Qualifying for the Olympics is a major achievement, so we'd like to congratulate you for that. We'd also like to thank the Minister for his guidance under the National Organizing Committee, and we at the UOC and NCS, as has been said, remain firmly committed to supporting you achieve your dreams. We know we have the marathon champion here, who we acknowledge as already an Olympian. Some of you are already Olympians. We have talked about Joshua and Jacob. We wish all of you in our eyes are champions, and we wish you all the best when you go to Japan. Just 3 quick things. 1, discipline is going to be very important because you're going there during COVID-19. You have to be very disciplined, both here in Uganda, in your camp, listen to your coaches, and when you travel. 2, we're going to talk about anti-doping briefly, very important, especially for you who will be on track. Be very careful what you put into your bodies. And 3, manipulation of competition. This is a new area that the IOC is putting a lot of emphasis on. We shall provide all of you with the toolkit in terms of manipulation of competition, betting, gambling. Be very careful. People don't call you and ask you to do things. So you have to be very aware of the rules against manipulation of competition and sport. And through your coaches and your managers, we're going to provide each of you with that toolkit on your phones, because you all have to have a phone, because the other aspect also will be the COVID-19 playbook, which the doctor will speak about. So it's important that you maintain discipline, be very careful about anti-doping, manipulation of sport, but importantly, go out, do your best, enjoy, and we wish you all the best. And hopefully, and I'm sure, you'll bring Uganda a lot of pride by bringing us medals. I'll stop there at this point. I don't know, Madam, whether I ask the doctors. Yeah, we have 2 of the doctors say something about the anti-doping side. So I'll hand over to the head of...
Mentally and physically, that the Olympics and Paralympic Games you are going to compete in, is so unique, is unprecedented. The rules, the regulations, the protocols have been amended to fit the circumstances that the world finds itself into. In your team, I think my brother ASP Kiprotich will be making a second appearance, third appearance. But even him will find this particular Olympic so unique from the two he has participated in. First, look at our dress code here. You sit like you're fearing your neighbor. We are all masked. So as you move for this particular competition, please be ready, psychologically, mentally, and physically. The doctor has already told you, you may be subjected to daily COVID-19 tests. Daily. You may be subjected to that. So you need to prepare yourself. If you are not prepared psychologically, you won't be ready. Because you will get irritated with how they will remove the samples and you end up not concentrating on your game. But this is part of the new norm. Kate, on behalf of the government, and to request of you to prepare yourself mentally and physically for all that will happen. Please be ready. Don't go there and say, we were not briefed. We are here briefing you. You are aware that 2 people tested positive out of 9. You are also aware, probably I will not mention names of countries because of diplomatic reasons, that there is a country whose first contingent flew into Japan and the whole contingent was sent back because of failure to meet certain requirements under the new rules. There is a country that is trying to negotiate because, friends, we are here to request you to do that. On the question of vaccination, we appeal to you because this is voluntary. With the exception of our sister who is below 18, all of you, we appeal to you that by the time you depart for Japan, make sure that you have received your 2 jabs. And I believe we are making arrangements with the team on the ground to ensure that those who are vaccinated once should receive their second vaccination. We are also going to make special arrangements. UOC is here, National Council is here, in terms of your routine test while in Kapchorwa. We do not want you, the athletes, to mix with other people. In fact, accept when we take you for total isolation, even from your own family members. It is for your own good. Because with COVID-19, the moment you are suspicious of your immediate neighbor, you will be forced to follow the SOPs. You will put on the mask, but the moment you are not suspicious. So all these are new rules. We also want to ensure that instead of you moving to health centers, if we can have a doctor, if we can have any health practitioner trained for purposes of removal of samples, you must be visited where you are currently camping. The samples are extracted. We have also now got special permission to conduct your test at the nearest point, which is in Tororo. So when we say after every 2 days samples will be removed, please be ready to be tested such that you are safe, you are healthy. It is for your own good. The moment you test positive, at the point you are supposed to depart for Japan, that will be the end of your dream. So keep yourself isolated. The first line of defense is you, not me, not us who have traveled from Kampala. You are the first line of defense from COVID-19. The other point to ensure this total isolation is to ensure that if we can get resources, we would request the office of the RPC to even deploy in your camp to ensure that we don't get outsiders coming into the camp. You will for taking you like people in a military camp, but we are doing this for your own safety, for our own safety, for the good of the Republic of Uganda, and for your own good. That is the circumstances we find ourselves in. That is where we are. That is who we are at the moment. And we must accept the terms and conditions associated with where we are. If we do not, we run the risk of getting the infection. And yet all the hopes and aspirations of the people of Uganda are in you. I told the team that left for Japan that the most prestigious game in the whole world is Olympic. The moment you reach Olympic, the next level is heaven. Because after Olympic, where are you going? Yes. The moment one qualifies for Olympics, the next level is to reach heaven. Because Olympic is above World Championship, is above Commonwealth Games, is above all Africa Games. That is the highest. The reason why the state of Uganda, the reason why the government of Uganda is so much interested in you being safe, in you being safeguarded. And the message we carry may not be our own messages. The message we carry is the reflection of the wishes of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, on Team Uganda for Olympics and Paralympics. The message we carry in this lockdown reflects the wishes and the aspirations of my senior minister and our senior minister, the First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports. So take it as a state message, take it as a message from the government of the Republic of Uganda. The second reason why members of the National Organizing Committee is here is to communicate preventive measures to be undertaken by Team Uganda. That is why we came along with the two doctors. We came along with the president of Uganda Athletics Federation, the president of Paralympics, and also now a member of parliament representing persons with disability. We have here the chairperson of UOC and NCS. We have here a member of council. Ajigale Wango has not been introduced, is here. We have here the General Secretary of National Council of Sports. We have here Commissioner, Physical Education and Sports. All of us are members of the National Organizing Committee. We have here the Assistant Commissioner in charge of sports in the ministry. So these measures are coming from the protocols, are coming from the new rules. So Team Uganda, what we have gone through to us is enough. What we have gone through, we would want to prevent it. When we were growing up, they used to tell us prevention is better than cure. If you can prevent at an individual level, from getting infected.
Doctor, and I'll be the team physician for Team Uganda for the Tokyo Olympics 2020. I would like to congratulate the athletes once again because it's an honor and hard work and shows a lot of commitment that you qualified for the Olympics. We are here to support you and ensure your safety, number one, but also support you to make your dreams come true, which is participation in the Olympics. I won't talk too much, but I would really highlight the importance of behavior that Dr. Rukare has mentioned. You all need to read the playbook for the Tokyo 2020 Games, which details the countermeasures that have been put in place to prevent transmission of COVID-19. If you do not have a soft copy on your phone or your laptop, please let me know so that I can send it to you. But I had earlier shared it with you. We also recently had a workshop for the athletes where we went through this playbook and questions were asked. But if you still seek more clarification, please let us know. As the doctor also mentioned, as athletes, you will be tested on a daily basis, so please be mentally prepared. And also please be mentally prepared for a positive result. A positive result will have some implications, and we shall be there to support you as you face these challenges. In regards to anti-doping, I would like to let you know that the anti-doping rule violations will still be in place, and you will still be routinely checked as has been even in this setting of COVID-19. So please be familiar with the anti-doping rule violations, and please know that you should always diligently accept to be tested if requested, if you're called in for testing. If you're not sure about what to do, please, I won't be alone. I'll be with another health professional, but you also have your coaches and managers who will guide you. If you feel intimidated, if you feel like there's no communication between you and the doping control officers, please let us know so that we can guide you and support you. I would also want to emphasize medication. Please avoid self-medication and buying drugs over the counter, because in anti-doping, remember, you have to know the prohibited list of substances. Some of the drugs that you might be taking in might be on the prohibited list, and you might be caught unaware. And if you are violating an anti-doping rule, please, you will know that naivety and ignorance you will not be able to defend yourself on those grounds. So if you are on any medication and you have any questions, please approach me, and then we can guide you better. So with those brief words, I would like to I would like to end my remarks, but I would like to introduce my colleague. He's actually not my colleague. He's actually for the Paralympics team, and it's good that David is here because Dr. Chisolo Ronald will be there for you when the Paralympics games begin. So yes, thank you.
As you depart Kapchorwa to Kampala to Entebbe en route, Japan, what must come into your mind is that in 59 years of the independence of Uganda, we only have 2 gold medals at the level of Olympics. Only 2. The first Olympic gold medal, 1972. The late John Nakibwa, whose record was broken after 30 years plus by a gentleman who is even seated in this assembly. May I take the opportunity to recognize him in a very special way. Assistant Superintendent of Prisons. You are now Superintendent. You can imagine I'm behind news. I am under declaring your rank. He has moved into full superintendent of 40 million Ugandans to win the Olympic gold. That is what must be clicking in your mind. Make record as the 3rd Ugandan. Make record as the 4th Ugandan. Make record as the 5th Ugandan. We are expecting from 3 gold medals in your team. We are expecting 3 gold medals. I want to go on record as a golden minister. You want to go on record as a golden boy, as a golden girl. We are expecting nothing else but from 3. Let's break the record. How can a country get 2 gold medals? In 59 years, and in all these 59 years, we have been participating. Commissioner was telling me that we only missed once, where the later Kibwa was supposed to have a second appearance, but I think it coincided with the apartheid in South Africa. And the entire continent of Africa boycotted Olympics. That is the only time we missed. We have been participating year in, year out. Among you are here alone for Paralympics. We are also expecting some gold medals from you. Run like the world is ending. You are even faster than me, and yet you have disability. Go there, close your eyes and say, God, this is my final moment. Because the next thing from Paralympics, I'm coming to heaven. But after 300 years, like a tortoise, not immediately. So run like that is your last opportunity. Because 4 years down the road, another young person can emerge.
Giving us a lot of support. I remember in 2004, 2005, he was giving us a lot of support. So I thank you for the support. And I also want to thank my athletes for enduring. Honorable Minister, if you look at the number of athletes here, most of them are family men. And right now at their camp, so I want to thank them for enduring. And then I want to thank each and everyone at this trying moment of COVID-19 pandemic. I want to thank you for enduring and also keeping yourself safe. If we are not safe, we would not be here. I don't have a lot of words to say. As I've said, I'm a man of few words. And I want to thank my family for giving me this time. Also, I've been called a veteran. Actually, I'm looking for the first Olympic. It will be in 2024. I'm not yet tired. I still have, with myself, I have confidence. Because of COVID last year, I had a confidence of 5 medals in my team. But I hope my confidence is still in me. These Olympics, we are not going to come empty-handed. In 2016, I had a poor preparation. One, I've lost a number of people who are behind my success. So this time, I've hardened enough. And I'm still hardening my team. My team, what I want to tell you is that when we go there, don't fear. When I first went there in 2012, actually I was supposed to qualify in 2008, but I missed by 1 mark, one mark. Yeah. Then in 2012, my colleagues were telling me that you are running with the Kenyans who are superpower in athletics. I said no, for me I'm also a giant. Then they were making fun of me. That was I'm encouraging my young sister. Don't fear. When you go there, say I'm also a champion. If I could qualify, what about here? So I want to wish all of us, especially my team and coaches, I want to wish you a good health as we strive for pandemic. Have a good afternoon for good and my thanks.
Thanks. Not enough. I added up, and then in 17, God also blessed me also with a gold medal. That one is now in World Championship. Honorable Minister, as His Excellency said, if you come back with a gold medal in a Olympic, World Championship and Commonwealth, there is some kind of accusation. that the athlete is supposed to get. But when I came back, I did not even receive that thing from the president. But I'm requesting your desk because the former minister, I wrote a letter, but nothing was happened. So, but I'm not yet given up because my dream has not yet accomplished. As I speak to you today, whether come worst to the worst, a medal must come to Uganda. But I'm requesting that you follow up that thing of the promise of the president. You come back with a gold medal. Let me also receive also like other people, like normal people. Like if they give me means of transport and accommodation, that is only my request. May God bless you.